2024 is less than 2 months away, and that means it's time to start thinking about your 2023 tax return. Financial expert Paul Hood joins us remotely this afternoon with what you should start doing now. Paul, how are you? Good to see you.
I'm great, my friend. I'm great.
All right, so I know the tax season is very busy for you guys. We're already thinking about it. You have several months, thankfully, before you have to start filing, but it's important to be ready early. So what should we be getting together now to make it easier when it's time to start filing?
Well, what most people need to understand, or most people are what's called cash basis taxpayers, meaning things are taxable when you receive them, deductible when you pay them. So really, we have about 6-8 weeks left, and that's it, because December 31st is the cutoff. With the exception of some retirement plan contributions for businesses, for the most part, most people, if you want a deduction, you got to do it by December 31st. So, you know, it's always, Coop, it's good to be proactive. It's a good time to clean out your closet, take stuff to Goodwill. Most tax planning, though, centers around deferring income and accelerating deductions. So if you're a business owner, maybe you don't send out an invoice until January that you would have sent out December 31st. Or if you're a business owner, you pay some deductions. Maybe your utility bill is due January 2nd and you pay it in December for your business. If you're an individual, make that charitable contribution before December 31st. And I tell you, there's a new thing. It's been around for a couple of years. It's called the Great Scholars Tax Credit Program. And people really ought to look into that. What it is Congress gave us the ability to contribute money to certain charities that provide scholarships to people to go to schools. And you get a credit, not a deduction, a credit. A credit is dollar for dollar offset. So if it's 70 cents on the dollar, you get 70 cents for every dollar you do. Then the excess amount you can take as a charitable contribution on your Oklahoma, on your state return, and you can almost get more than you have contributed. So there's different things like that that you really should look into.
Yeah, and you mentioned donating. We have about 6 to 8 weeks left. Is there something that we can do now over the next 6 to 8 weeks to help us save money on our taxes? I know you mentioned Goodwill, get your receipt if you do that, but what else is there that people can do that maybe help them out in April when the deadline is?
So one of the things, if you're an employee, I'd go to your employer, especially a lot of employers give bonuses at the end of the year, and a lot of 401k plans allow you to make a special allocation of that bonus into your 401k. That's a great plan. So instead of you getting all of the bonus, you go ahead and accelerate some of it into your 401k. There's mortgage interest. If you've got a mortgage, that's deductible when you pay it. So again, if you got a mortgage payment that's due first part of January, pay it in December, because then you've paid that interest in December. It's all about pulling those deductions back and pushing that income forward. If you're a business owner, a lot of people, it's a good time to buy assets. So maybe you need a piece of equipment, a new vehicle for your business. Now, do not go out and spend money just to save taxes. It's kind of like, you know, there's stuff on sale at Dillard's or something, and it's 30% off. Well, you still spent the 70%, so if you don't need it, don't buy it. But if you're gonna buy a piece of equipment in the next 6-9 months, buy it this year. Place it in service, because a lot of times it's deductible when you place it in service, not when you pay for it. So people can go out and buy, let's say you've got a construction company, can go out and buy a bulldozer and not make a payment on it but deduct it fully this year. So best advice is, if you've got a CPA or a tax professional, is go sit down with them and see what you can do.
Great advice. Tax season will be here before you know it. Paul, thank you so much. Thanks for taking a couple minutes today.
You bet. Thanks, Coop.
Yep. We'll be right back after this break. Stay with us.